Hello gamers, 1 second real quick. All right, gamers. The funny, what you call it, ad or whatever is starting soon, but I'm here. So, reviving. I thought I stepped on something weird, and then I realized it was one of Pumpkin's toys. Because he's got those little, like, fluffy ball things that he likes to leave everywhere. Alrighty. I'm gonna go with my hunter. Hello, Dr. Ian. Welcome in. Dylan? I don't know what you just wrote. Yes. Hello, Doctor. Hello, Crimson Cowl, Hamburger. And then Whopper, Whopper, Triple Whopper. Alright. Yep, looks like some constructive conversation here in the chat. Alright. Hello, gamers. You all who have joined in. Why am I using this ship, by the way? As if this majestic beast does not exist. Never mind. It won't physically show. Okay. On Hunter, you can do some movement stuff with the new Hunter dodge with E-Reg. I'm not surprised. Because isn't the whole point of like a shatter skate to like send yourself flying forward with a sword too? Because of the momentum of the ability sending you forward a little bit. And you said Hunter dodge. Do you mean the new melee? Or do you mean the extra effect from crack shot? You play that too? What do you not play? There's a lot of things I don't play, but there's also a lot of things I do play. Destiny today, huh? Yes. It is Destiny today. This is my hunter. This is armor from whatever, the solar crack shot aspect. Gotcha. Alright, so today we have a few things I want to do. One of them is we're hopping over to the moon for a little bit. We will be hopping over to the moon. And the reason for this is simple. It's because I'm an asshole. No, it is because I want to do some secrets. Some secrets. But before we do that, I have something I want to show you guys. I will, I will do it in just a moment. But first, I want an actual special weapon, so I'm gonna grab that out of my vault real quick. Well, not out of my vault, but from one of my other characters, because my other characters have all of my special weapons. Here we go. I love sidearms. All right. Gamers. Close this. Let me close this. And then move. All right. Welcome in, Taktura. Bahitako. Wait, when did you start playing? Taken King. However, I don't have the special emblem because I was still playing Destiny 1 when Destiny 2 launched. I heard the Bungie's getting laid off Destiny. How do we feel about that? Well, Bungie's not getting laid off Destiny. The Destiny team at Bungie is supposedly very soon to get layoffs. To which, how I feel about that is not good. Should I start playing? Well, the whole game is $25 for all DLC that's ever been released over the almost decade that the game has been out. So, there's quite a lot of content that you can get for about 25 bucks right now. It's all in one big bundle. On Steam, at least. I assume the consoles have the same. Oh, it's a free-to-play game, but I'm talking about for the DLC. For like the because you can't play the story content for free. Oh, my bad. Yeah. And all the dungeons and all the raids, which are the things that people praise most about this game. Of which every dungeon can be soloed, if you're worried about needing to play with other people. In fact, I do most of my content doing things. But, all right, gamers. So, to my Destiny gamers, which, by the way, let me turn this music down a little bit, just a little bit, not much. You like the one? All right. Did you try the new exotic mission stuff? Funny you mentioned that. I'm about to start doing it. People started discovering after you stopped streaming yesterday. That's really funny. Yeah, I'm doing that today. Wait, tell me the best game you've played on mobile? No idea. No clue. But gamers. So, if you have it, I highly recommend Shaping Submission. Highly recommend it. Because this thing's fucking cracked right now. Super cracked. I don't remember how many patterns am I off of Submission. Because I remember grabbing a bunch from other shit. I have a Deliverance pattern. But Val was a funny time for my raid team. Alright, let's see. It's a looter shooter, so it's pretty grindy. It can be, yeah. Feeling poor now? Are you feeling poor? Oh, because no computer? Yeah, well, if it helps, it took many years for me to save up for mine. And I also... It's been many years since I've gotten it. So... It's just the choices we make. Some people want to go on a trip, on a cruise or something. I wanted a computer. Pretty grindy, but the goal line isn't moving anymore, so you can complete it now. This is true. But yes, so let's do this. In order to start this, or in order to start this mission, you first need a weapon of sorrow. In this case, I'm gonna be using Thorn, right? Then you take your weapon of sorrow, and you're gonna want to send yourself directly to the moon, to the Scarlet Keep. Oh, Destiny 2, what a unique game. It is quite a fun game. I'll tell you that much. And it kind of doesn't really, the stuff we want to do doesn't really matter until we get to the end. So, once we're at the end of the strike, though, we got some shit we can do. Music stopped. There it goes. I had like 400 hours on it, but I deleted it later. I have almost 6,000 across all platforms. Oh, and just Destiny 2. It's not including Destiny 1. I originally played this game on Xbox until Shadowkeep, and then I started playing on PC. I don't know what a hand heart is. Most embarrassing that happened in my life? I have no idea. I don't really think about things that happen to me on live too much. Usually things that I find embarrassing are also not things that normal people find embarrassing. Like for me, the most embarrassing that happens with me is I very frequently will just devolve into incoherent babbling because I can't say a word correctly. And so I'll just start making random noises until my voice goes back to normal. Other than that, no idea. I don't really feel embarrassed by things much. Well, thank you for the hand heart. I don't really know what those do, if I'm being completely honest with you. Congratulations. If you had asked me that question without offering to send me anything, I would have answered it the same way. But, thank you. What's your favorite type of game? Because it seems you play a lot of everything. Games that make me feel like I'm spending my time properly. Or like that make me feel like I'm gaining something from spending my time. So I like grindy games, I guess, if that makes sense. So I like Stardew Valley, the way that I play it, which is hyper optimized. I like Destiny 2. I like MMOs. Like I've played Final Fantasy 14, and I've also played World of Warcraft. And I've also, I'm trying to remember, there's another one I played. I don't remember which one it was. Lost Ark. So I've played a lot of games that require progression over time. There's actually I do have a Discord server you can join if that is what you're interested in. Yes, I like games that let me grind, basically. And I also like games with hidden things as well. So things that are not particularly well known, things that I can learn over time. It's all, you know, expensive for us. Well, thank you. That's why I thanked you for it. And don't worry, I'm not exactly a wealthy individual myself. I just also require a computer for work, so it was a good investment. Oh, thank you. Once again. Interesting. Same. Yes. I like grinding things. Oh, that was a noise. Okay, let's do this and. And thank you. And yeah, so this is a very fun strike that we are doing here. This direction. However, the main thing I want is all the way at the end. I don't like if you grind endlessly. I like it if you grind endlessly, but don't feel like it. Does that make sense, Ian? Dr. Ian? I don't know why, I just... Back to your name, that your name written out as Dr. Ian. It's like, oh yes, this is great. But yeah, I like if you are actually grinding endlessly, but it feels like you're grinding to a goal, and the goal keeps going. Yeah, Ian is fine. Alright, we'll do. Yeah, so think of like, you know, Destiny 2 or WoW with like their expansion system, where it's like, okay, you hit the thing, you hit the amount of grind you need, you complete goal, now there's another big bad. Now new goal. And then grind again. That's something I like.
Do you feel it as I do, Guardian?
Yeah, progression has to feel good. Yes, it has to feel like progression. Our community just teared up. What does a community teared up do?
Soaking through your skin.
I only just realized that one.
Knows what you are.
Oh, you're a fan. Yes, I noticed that as a system.
You cut through Crota,
I don't know what that does.
Oryx, Omnigul, and she is eager to return that pain.
Everything. I noticed a lot of people are going back to Destiny. Final update. Just for example, I play Warcraft here and there, and I hate things like 1 to 0.5% drop chances. I just don't have the patience. Oh, I like those, personally. But the activity you do them for has to be something you can do 100 times. That's the thing, right? And thank you for those. But yeah, so I have to be able to enjoy what I'm doing in order to enjoy a 1 or a 0.1% drop chance. For example, in World of Warcraft, it took me hundreds of attempts to get Invincible, which is a mount in the game that you can get from a certain raid. And it is like a 0.1% chance or a 0.5% chance, something like that. Let's go back up. But yeah, so they released the final like live update for Destiny 2. The game is not going end of service or anything like that. It's just not going to receive more updates. So it's technically like a finished game at the moment. So a lot of people are coming back so they can enjoy the game and, you know, in a way like finish the game, right, for themselves. Yeah, that's just where I start to feel like I'm wasting time. It feels like shiny hunting. Well, that's because that's what it is. It is shiny hunting. Oh, nice. They got a thing for that exotic. I am live on the purple app, yes. I'm also live on the red app. I'm currently live in 4 different places. I'm live in vertical and in horizontal on the red app. I'm live on the purple app, and I'm live on the clock app, which is where you are at the moment. That's... I heard they handled the story through the event. You can't access anymore. It's kind of sad. What do you mean? Wait, can you collect coin money? What do you mean by coin money? Oh, yes, I believe so. I'm pretty sure. I haven't particularly tried, but it's told me that I can if I set certain stuff up. So it keeps like a balance for me, kind of deal. Can I do this during the fight? Right one. Let's get in there. You can even do this during the fight, which is kind of funny. A series of suspicious soulfire crystals have cropped up on the moon. Their appearance coincides with the buildup of darkness energy deep beneath the surface. Anur Mahal thinks the crystals are peripheral nodes in a much larger soulfire network. Something's up. Locate more crystals on the moon. Hopefully, a bigger data set will allow you to pinpoint the source. Okay. I also like, let me see. Events of Destiny. So, oh, okay. They handled, it depends. Big story beats are done through DLC, and then some of the stuff in between is done through seasons, which the seasons are gone, the DLC remains. Aside from the ones at the very start that got removed because of an engine problem years ago. Some of the story, when they tried to like update everything in the game, could not handle in some way or could not properly be translated from the older version of the engine they were using and had to be removed. Now, weirdly enough, they didn't keep these things, they just deleted them, which I was like, why? Destiny streamers have been collected? What? Collected? What did you do? When they remember, I will give you 10 galaxies.
This is a relief to hear.
I will look forward to that day, and that day I will have you explain to me what a galaxy is.
Have grander ambitions for the pyramid's influences. Return to me.
Alright.
There is much to discuss.
Let's see. Alright, so once you've done that strike, that is when you go to the moon. And now you will notice there's a bunch of these. But of course, you orbit first, because, you know, classic. The new turncoat hand cannon is a weakening explosive, last word with its incarnation alt mode. That is a wonderful thing you're saying, that I fully agree with, and I could not use it at the moment because funny moment. But I can use it now. It's a very fun weapon. I was using it yesterday, and it was great. You still what? Yeah, so right now I'm doing the exotic quest, and we're going to be heading to the first location. I don't know to what, like, I heard it's kind of secret. I don't know how secret it is. Downside has Touch of Malice health drain for the alt mode. Gotcha. Oh, that makes more sense. Very interesting. So from what I understand, you go to the area. Yeah, okay. So I thought. You go to the area, and it's a hot and cold meter. You basically can go in different directions. Okay, so this is closer to the Hellmouth area, it looks like. And as you go,
is that
it's
it?
gonna be in this building.
I can hear it.
Right here. No? Oh, it's not in here. Ooh, maybe it's out in the... something. I can hear it now. There we go. So this one is right here. Oh, Lamau. Doesn't actually let me show the location. Huh. I can't see myself. There. So it's right here. So far sees within a monarch shrine. With an ammo, use HP free with each shot. Yeah, Touch of Malice is really fun for that. That's the Archer's Line one. The Silver of the Moon is right back here. Nintendo Direct was yesterday. I don't know what they're doing anymore. What do you mean? What happened with Nintendo Direct?
Opener of vacancies.
I'm an idiot. Why is there no thing? A Cole will be able, right? Distortion clusters, cool. I actually want a reason to switch to, but they don't have any good games. Oh yeah, yeah. It's is that Tolan? Am I an idiot? I feel like I'm supposed to be getting hit with this, Oh, this is the view. Lamau. There we go. Okay. I thought it was another one of the spots. That's kind of funny. Alright. And instead, well, I'll do a slightly different approach. Next one, I'll do Anchor of Light. And I'm going to fast travel from the start point, because that's how I like to do that. But yeah, I have no interest in a Switch 2 either. I'm fine with Animal Crossing, Monster Hunter Rise, the Resident Evil games that are on my Switch 1. Like, I have no interest in sitting there. One each major zone. I knew that. I hadn't gone to the Moon one. I knew that that was a thing, but in my head, I was like, oh, this must be for the exotic. Because they all look the same. Destruction? Yep, cool. Yep. It's right here. Person is going to revive themselves in 2 time. It's right here. Biggest games on there were Ocarina of Time remake, which is nice, but not that crazy, and Kingdom Hearts 4, which I don't care about. Fair. Now next, here, is there anything like around? Like, I'm looking around, I kind of see what looks like,
All is lost. All is lost.
well, obviously like Cabal and stuff. I don't really see. Okay. Oh, right over here. Wait, there's something right over here. Okay, not connected. So that is another Cabal, but it's not the quest one. Text that comes up when you expect them hints where to go next. You can find the Cabal bodies too. Yeah, I mean, I imagine. They also give me, you know, a big area on the map. Switch has still all the peak. Yeah, the original Switch does. It still has all the good stuff, so not really a need for anything else. Destruction? I must be a fucking distance away. I'll be real with you. I gotta be far. It's gonna be in here somewhere. I hear it right here. There we go. So it's right here. Which I think this is the entrance if you want to get into most of the underground areas. So far, royals within the Nocturnal Chamber. You play Monster Hunter? Yes. That is another game that I do in fact play. Love Monster Hunter so much. I started playing in World, which is personally it's my favorite one that I've played so far. I've also played Rise, and I played the demo for Wilds. but I did not play Wilds fully because it was, it felt very much not good to play on PC when I played it. Just did not seem very well optimized. There you go. Nightmare has been sacrificed. Anything else crazy on the map? Sorrowful Revelation. Okay. It says towards a sorrowful revelation. Huh. Okay. I'm trying to... So, a sorrowful revelation. Oh, wait. Yeah. I was thinking like, that's a familiar name. Okay,
Dark.
it's the Lost Sector.
Dark.
I feel that I currently want to get a PC because I only have a Series S Xbox, and while its play is horrible on there. Yeah. Like I don't know what the I don't know what the like primary like intention with that is, but it's kind of rough. You know, it's a pretty I miss these. I'm gonna be honest. I miss secret quests that didn't have actual quests attached. Does that make sense? A lot of secret quests now have like an actual quest on them. You should definitely play it someday. I like it. Alrighty. Yeah, I mean, if it ends up better optimized for PC, I don't mind. So one thing I really liked about World was that it felt like I was in like a living, breathing world to an extent. And you can't really get that feeling when the game's running at like 20 frames a second and also stuttering while you're trying to fight these like crazy ass monster creatures that will absolutely murder the shit out of you if you don't handle them properly, right? Trying to think of myself. There's definitely got to be. I mean, they're all distortion, sure. Powerful wizard. Oh, great. Big kaboom. I may or may not be cool. I just murdered myself. I shot that and murdered myself. That's really funny. Okay. Well, funny to me. I just want to make sure I'm not missing any of the distortion stuff. Because I feel like that's probably the key to this, right? You can dodge in the air with this? Hunters and Titans get Twilight Garrison? What? I didn't fucking see that. I'm sorry. Activating class ability to fire up to 3 shots at a combatant you marked. It doesn't say anything about that. So it doesn't tell you it does that, it just does that. That's fucking sick. Oh my gosh, that's so fucking cool. Alright. Titans, you can have your Twilight Garrison. I will take this. I will take the hunter tax from you. And I will also enjoy Twilight Garrison. Alright. Do I have to stay in this? No. Okay. Looks like it's some kind of position. I'm an idiot, but it's fine. Oh, that's the new triumph. I was thinking, like, I've definitely killed that guy before. Why am I getting a triumph for that? And it's probably because of the distortion related, so. Okay, so let me get an idea for this. All right. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything from this law sector. Just in case. Weapon start again? Okay. Is it in this? Is that what it is? No. It's gonna be somewhere around here. Oh, well, there's a rune right there. It's in this room somewhere. Okay. So, let's see. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Alright, so I need to look for these three. Is it gonna be the only three that are around, or am I gonna have to, like, memorize these? I'm gonna have to memorize these, because this is different. Yeah, this is a different symbol. I wonder what happens if you shoot this the wrong symbol, but I'm not gonna fuck around and find out, personally. I'm not a big FAFO individual. Top to bottom. You have to shoot them in top to bottom. Okay. Alright, so let's look for the fire first, then. Okay, so I already know where those two are. Okay, gotcha. And, alright. Just want to make sure I got the right order. What an absolute fucking banger of a setup. That's great. Have you checked out the duality dungeon yet? Not since the update. They reset? What reset? Oh, hi. Alright, energy scans show troubling news. The Hive's darkness stockpile beneath the moon's surface is growing steadily. Even worse, there's been a corresponding increase in dredge comms traffic. Proxic intel suggests that Bale himself is paying close attention. And thank you for the follow. Whatever the Hive are doing, the Dredgen are at least one step ahead of you in covering it. When you shoot in the wrong order, it resets the door. Oh, I didn't shoot in the wrong order. I hadn't tried to shoot yet. Or were you telling me it resets? If you have radiant dance machines, you can dodge multiple times in the air. That's crazy. Each of those Cabal bodies leads to one like this. Ah, I see. Okay. All right. So, let's do Archer's Line next then. I was using it to skip jumping puzzles. Fair. I'm gonna keep the Weapon of Sorrow on for reasons, obviously. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I remember where the body is. So let's go to this. shrine. Okay, yeah. Cool. Shrine works. Alright. Or Shrine of Crota, sorry. It might be Oryx or Crota, I don't remember, but I do remember that there's a shrine down here to one of these fuckers. I wonder if I should slow down, because if I turn this into a video later, yeah, there's a body here. So I'm confirmed to be doing what I think I should be doing. If I remember correctly, it's this direction. Yes, it is, because of the body. Nice. Oh, you can... Holy shit. Sorry, I'm a PvP gamer a lot of the time, so the fact that I can change my direction and do a curve in the air while using that ability is fucking cracked. That's crazy. Yeah, I can literally change direction midair while I'm doing that. While I'm actively using the dodge. Wild. You're on activation, yes. Okay, so I see a totality staffer here, and I see the funny thing. So, let's see, we got a spiky boy. Let's deal with you first. Okay, lots of these. So we got a spiky boy. Then we got a table. Then we have a sandwich, or a burger. Burger. Then we have... Oh no, this is burger. I don't remember what I call the other one. We have this fucker. You want to see Destiny 3 or a new Mass Effect? Destiny 3. I've seen what happened the last time they made a new Mass Effect game. I saw what happened the last time they made a new Mass Effect game. I played 3 in one sitting for hours over the course of an entire day. But after looking at Andromeda, I don't know if I want another Mass Effect. Defying gravity, yes. This AO is about to get a lot hotter. Sappers from the Totality Division are arriving with heavy machinery, presumably at Dredgen Bale's command. Whatever the Dredgen's objective, Bale is using Syndicate muscle to back his play. Unclear whether he's invading the Hive or assisting them. Neither is good. Alright. So that's another one. And the last one is in the Anchor of Light then, right? Am I understanding this correctly? I need to make sure. Should I go to... I assume it's communion, right? Anchor of Light and the Hellmouth. Gotcha. Didn't I already... Am I stupid? I thought there was 3 bodies. Oh, there's just also one that's at each body. Gotcha. Well, if I'm taking the fact that it's related to the Lost Sectors, is it going to be related to this? Am I stupid? Where Lost Sector? I'm gonna be in the wrong spot. No, I'm not. I'm looking directly at it. So I don't see a body directly, so if I continue... Not seeing a body directly. Brain no work. My dumbass. I thought it was under the building. But yeah. There we go. There it is. A lot of people said Destiny's a rip-off Halo. Well, they're idiots. I'm sorry, but they are. Welcome in, Mouse. Destiny has a completely different... As someone who thoroughly enjoys both Halo and Destiny games, they have different vibes. Also, the company who originally made Halo is the company who made Destiny 2, so... Morning, Mouse. Don't see... Splitgate on the other hand. I've never played Splitgate, so I can't speak on it. Feel free to maintain whatever opinions you have about Splitgate, though. All I know is that I got told to try the game, and then the game died, so... I'm not seeing any bodies. Should I reconsult the body? Halo 5 was almost Destiny-like, if everyone was a Titan. Did Halo 5 come out before or after Destiny? I didn't play it. I think... I'm gonna assume that there's 3 and not 4, and if I have to get a 4th crystal later, then that's what it is. Because I've already gotten 2 crystals, so... Destiny 1 came before Halo 5, so then the current Halo is a ripoff of Destiny. Destiny on my For You page in the Big 26? You're goddamn right, Armageddon. Welcome in. If you remember... Body in Archer's Light is, you should re-inspect it. I think I remember part of the hit. Archer's Line? Or do you mean Anchor of Light? I'll do the Hellmouth one first, because the Hellmouth one is probably more simple. Because I already did the Archer's Line one. Charge a ripoff of Tomb Raider? Yeah, I mean, I introduce you to trends. Where if you go back far enough, and if you make it and if you make your criteria basic enough, every game is a ripoff of something else. And then you get to Pong. Alright. Here we go. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like, there's like, what, like 12 original stories someone can tell, and everything else is just fluff. I think, what is the Guardian? The Guardian's like the hero's journey type deal. Like trials and tribulations and then success, that kind of thing. Do you have any idea where some of the new caddies are? I haven't gotten any yet, and I was trying. Well, I'll be able to start looking for them once I actually get the gun, but until I get this exotic, I can't look for shit, so. Okay, I assume I have to keep going, yeah. Stupid. Or is it in this room? Let's see. Body. Do the catalyst in a full run. Fair. Valid getting Senna. I'm getting the new one, the Cole, or something. I'm currently running through all these crystals and shit. Cool. Give me that loot, jackass. Alright, so we found a body in here. And there's a body right here, so I keep going. I compare Destiny to Warframe? I wouldn't. Destiny... The thing with Destiny that I think a lot of people just fail to understand is that Destiny is its own thing. The reason why Destiny has such a chokehold over its community is not because it's necessarily the best game ever, it's because it is the only game that does what Destiny does in the way that Destiny does. If other games were like it, you would have a more easier, like, you'd have an easier split and an easier method of comparison for things. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna be real with you. Warframe is way more casual than Destiny is. It just is. It's not a bad game, by the way. It's a very good game. But it's not as, like, end game focused, if that makes sense. It's just the focus is different. They make different choices. Also, it's mainly third-person focused, from what I understand. Which is, once again, not a bad thing. I played Warframe. I liked the movement a lot in the game. I didn't like the third-person shooter aspects, because that's just not what I'm into, personally. Okay, I'm starting to think I go this direction. And I thought that the very intro of the game was extremely confusing for me. I heard they improved that, which it doesn't surprise me that they had a difficult starting experience to get into, because a lot of games that are like this tend to have very difficult starting experiences to get into. These games that are live service games that seem to go for forever. Okay, discretion. I would disagree. Warframe succeeded in every PvE aspect over Destiny. Then why, until Destiny stopped getting, like, the consistent content it was, did Warframe still lag behind in PvE content in terms of popularity? I'm not saying that Destiny 2 is the better game. They are two different games who try to do different things. If you personally like to play more casually, then Warframe is probably your jam. Warframe, I think, does a lot of MMO stuff to a greater extent, in the sense of, like, the way that they do grinds and the way that you interact with people. But Destiny, just outright, like, Warframe does not... Look, I'll be real. I've looked at Warframe's endgame content. You don't have shit on raids. In fact, most of it doesn't even have shit on dungeons. And dungeons are considered like the easy mode of endgame in Destiny. Warframe doesn't feel like Destiny. Exactly. Yeah, like, people who want to play Destiny don't play Destiny because it's a looter shooter. They play Destiny because it's Destiny. I never liked touching this landmine topic. I've played way too much of both. I think they're both amazing games. They do different things, though. Warframe, I think, has a better standard experience. Does that make sense? Like, when you're playing Warframe as a typical individual who is playing the game and you want the looter shooter, I want to feel like, you know, looter shooter, I'm running through, I'm obliterating shit, I'm holding a point, like this kind of, like, standard gameplay. I think Warframe does that better. Like, look at Destiny's, like, everyday content. It's usually not as interesting, at least from what I can visually tell, as, like, Warframe, or at the very least it doesn't feel the same, right? But when it comes to Destiny 2 hard content, which is the things that people usually come to Destiny 2 for, or Destiny, period, then Destiny just does that better. I think they're both great games. I think currently Warframe is in a better state that, well, it's hard to say after this update, but at least up until this update, Warframe was in a better state than Destiny 2, by far. And I think they're very cool. It's definitely the uniqueness that makes Destiny have a certified edge over other options, for sure, yeah. Like, its edge comes from the fact that there's nothing that can replicate it. Okay, I feel like it's in this room. I don't see any locks. Because I saw there was a body back here. but I haven't seen any bodies since. So there's one here. I don't see any doors. Destiny 2 and GTA 5 Online getting a lot of DLC for a year? What do you mean? Let's see. Destiny's the way to go, but if you want my opinion, everything else Warframe does it. Wait, I feel like I missed something, Matt. I played a ton of Warframe. It depends on what you want. If you want to raids and dungeons, Destiny is the way to go. But if you want, in my opinion, more of everything else, Warframe does it better. I'd say that's a fair assessment. I would say, yeah. Like the, like if you like the more, like normal content, and you want to feel better doing more of that, and you want to solo more of the game, then I feel like Warframe is probably better built for that. It also builds power fantasy extremely well. I have a minor gripe with it, but I'm not counting that because that's just a personal preference thing. I don't like waiting for things, so when you tell me I have to wait for 70 hours for a piece of gear to be crafted, I personally don't like that. But that's more of a personal gripe than a, like, difference in the game, if that makes sense. So I don't even factor that for when I'm like trying to assess the game. But I think for general gameplay, Warframe is probably better on some level, but it doesn't have the feel of Destiny, so you can't just replace Destiny with it, is the thing. Yeah, I would agree. For a duo group, me and my friend cleared Warframe stuff, but we couldn't raid D1. You can duo a lot of raids in D1. You cannot duo all of them. You can solo Vogue, if I remember right. At least you used to be able to. That'd be really funny if they patched it this far late. Or sorry, you can solo Crota's End. You can fully solo it. It's just more difficult, which, you know, we're Destiny players. We're into that. Tradition. Okay, and also I'm in the right room. For me, I turn to Warframe for PvP, for PvE, Halo for PvP. That's totally fair. I think Halo's PvP is still pretty good. Personally, for PvP, I'm all over this. I meant to anchor a flight earlier. I don't know how to describe where the body was. If you don't remember, I remember. But I don't remember the hint. I mean, you can always just tell me the hint if you want to. Okay. The door should be in here somewhere. Okay, so we've got... What the fuck? Am I an idiot? Is this a rune that's existed before? Am I stupid? Doesn't feel like a rune I've seen before. Wild. Fucking burger shit. Or it's a jellyfish. Jellyfish. I hate playing Warframe solo and Warframe doesn't scratch that itch. That's totally fair. Once again, it doesn't have the same feel, but I think if you're someone who enjoys the feel of both games, Warframe probably scratches certain itches for you and Destiny scratches others. Anyway, tips on actually hitting gunpowder gamble. I'm quite cheeks. Do I need practice? Practice. Like that. You just keep throwing it up in the air and hitting it. That's all you gotta do. You'll eventually get it. You won't kill yourself anymore because they removed the self-damage, but... Or they reduce the self-damage. So you should be relatively safe. Unless you directly throw it on yourself, in which case you did that to yourself. Yes, investigate the Hive object. Alert. The energy readings from the Hive's darkness reserves have changed from a gradual buildup to rapid oscillation. Whatever the Soulfire network services, whatever this darkness was being saved for, is now in motion. Keep mapping the Soulfire network on the surface. Meanwhile, the Praxix will surveil the Syndicate forces and look for an ingress point. Okay. I'm gonna hydrate. I recommend you all. Community-wise too, I'd give it to Warframe. It depends. I've seen a lot of toxic people in both games, and I've seen a lot of really well-adjusted people in both games. What's up, gamer? I don't know who you are, but you were looking at me when I spawned in, and you look like you're AFK, so I teabag you. It's fine. Sorry, I'm just sitting here fucking giggling at myself for no goddamn reason. Oh, whoops. Wasn't there one about... Oh, shit. There's the body here, right? It's probably over here. Yeah, it's definitely over here. There we go. Well, I figured out using the body instead of using the hint, but it's good enough. Was it just me, or do sparrows control better? Then what? Then the skippers or whatever? Skimmers? I'm gonna assume I go deeper, because if I only have to go this deep, it's gonna be kind of cringe. Yeah, they're gonna send me all the way down here. Love it. I see a body there, but is that like a body that's supposed to belong to this or not? It's not one of the glowing ones. So I saw a glowing body back here. Then I run in here. Oh, I can tell from what ones are spawned in. Okay, there it is. Because they won't be walk through. They'll be visible objects. What the fuck? Oh. Like they handle better in general, less drift and better turn radius. I guess. I haven't really gotten on a sparrow. I've only been using my skimmer since the update. Fuck you. Your totality, bitch ass. Maintenance! Maintenance! Alright. Double time it. 3 dots. 3 dots. Hamburger. And TP. Investigate the hive object. Give it to me. Anor Mahal has located a secret access point to the High Fortress. It's beneath the bridge at the entrance to the Scarlet Keep. Rendezvous with her ASAP. Whatever Dredge and Bale and the syndicates are planning, they have a head start and plenty of firepower. Alright. I see it. Do we wait for maintenance first? Let me see when it's supposed to be. There we go. I got Weasel. It's probably hotfixing. Yeah. Wait for maintenance? Yeah. Alright. I assume this is hotfix gaming. So I'm gonna find a little bit of music. You got the catalyst that requires you to do different missions, and I don't know if you can load that mission. Gotcha. There we go. I have a quick question. NT, does the pity carry over for the arcs? Yes. Yes, it does. Why is this so loud? It's not that loud, I guess. There we go. Very chill, very quiet music. Okay. Let me try and go to Destiny 2 help Twitter. Or the Destiny 2 team Twitter. They should probably be talking about the maintenance. Never mind. Bunch of people farming the Cosmodrome for the new Seraph stuff and more mind cells. Fair. Okay. The downtime starts and ends at 7:15 to 8 a.m. Login available at 8 a.m. Okay, so that would be 11, which would be pretty soon. By pretty soon, I mean in like an hour. All right. In that case, then it's simple what we do. It's simple what we do. I don't know what we do. All right, gamers, this is how maintenance is. I will sit here and I will not sit and entertain you. However, I will look into some things real quick over here, and then I'll probably pull them up on the screen as well. First, let's check out. Is it Twitter? Let's see if this is crazy. Oh, you know what? Okay, there's a bunch of codes you want, probably. I assume you want. Yes, okay, cool. So let me just grab these real quick for y'all. Retweeted by DMG, so I'm going to assume that this is an official enough source to have this. Codes. And for those who are unaware, the way that you access the codes in Destiny is on the Bungie website. They have a bungie.net/redeem. You go there, you put in the code, you get whatever the code gives you. So, here we go. Okay, there we go. Here you go, guys. That should work. So, go ahead, and while servers are down, if you are in your Destiny mood, I'll be real, I don't want to do 3, I'd like Bungie to do something totally new. That's completely fair. I think if they could still put the quote-unquote Bungie magic, then that would be fine. But I want them to do something they're passionate about, and I'm gonna be real with you, right now they're passionate about Destiny still. At the very least, the story department and the people who are like developing like the combat and all that stuff are passionate about Destiny still. The main hampering problem, from what I can tell, is that for a long time, Bungie management, I'm not talking about Sony, because Sony is Sony, they do their own shit, but they are in control of things, but not to the extent that I think people are ascribing to them. I think that Bungie management is not as passionate for obvious reasons, because they just want, you know, it's money, right? So Bungie.net/redeem. Bungie leadership, yes. I imagine there are some that are good. Don't get me wrong. Like, obviously, we had Joe Blackburn. He was genuinely interested in things. He was genuinely, like, really chill. And you know, a dope dude. But when it comes to the average member of Bungie leadership, it seems like they're not super interested in the actual game at all. Or, to be honest, they're not interested in fucking anything. So, I'm just going through and redeeming all the codes that I put on screen for you guys. Here, I should put them on the little screen too. Season makes it difficult to stand by him, you know? Oh, wait. You're passionate about the core of what Destiny is, but the obvious money grab of Star Wars season makes it difficult to stand by him, you know? So, it's also... Obvious money grab of Star Wars. Renegades, I don't know. I don't know whether you played Renegades, Wendigo. But I will say, as someone who did play it, that did not feel like an obvious cash grab. Anyone who did not see the very, very, very obvious Star Wars, Force, Sith, and Jedi parallels of the Guardians and the Dredgens, I think just did not pay attention to the lore of these factions. It also helps even more when you learn the information about Bail that you find out in Renegades. The DLC was fun. The DLC was good. The DLC was a good way for them to do a, not even a crossover, but to do an inspired one that felt like Destiny, because it did. The only difference is people could see the lightsaber, and so they're like, oh, Star Wars DLC. It's garbage. But I'm gonna be real with you. If they had not directly announced it, and if they had made the Praxic Blade look a bit different, then people would just been like, oh, cool. You would have had a handful of people even mention Star Wars. The only reason people complain about it is because it has the name on it and is an official inspired DLC. Genuinely. And I'm testing every code that I just put on the screen. Maybe so I did not play. Okay, yeah. So I will say, generally, I recommend withholding judgment on that kind of thing until you experience it. You could say what it looks like, but calling it an obvious cash grab or obvious money grab without even trying to play it feels disingenuous to me. It's totally understandable though, and I do not fault anyone who hit Burnout, whether it was in Beyond Light, whether it was in Witch Queen, Lightfall, or Final Shape. Like, if you hit Burnout for any reason during that period of time, or like Shadowkeep 2, like, if you hit Burnout during that, I don't blame you at all, because it's Burnout. You don't keep playing the game once you're burning out of it. Write their own story, put a spin on it in their own universe. Exactly, yeah. Yuji Itodare. I don't know what that is, but alright. And thank you for the lurk. All my lurkers. All ye who lurk here. Not saying D2 isn't a great game. They had an amazing run and I'd like to see what they can do differently. That's totally fair. I don't disagree at all that I would like to see more games by Bungie. The problem is the games they've decided to work on, other than Destiny, have all crashed and burned. Whether it was before being released or after, unfortunately. Because, like, as much as I think Marathon is really cool in terms of its design, and in terms of, like, the style of the game, the fact that it's a hardcore extraction shooter, supposedly, according to them, it's a hardcore extraction shooter. It's just, like, I don't know. A game that has just released and then is getting like a season 2 with what seems like it's supposed to be a bunch of great features from Marathon players that I've seen like talk about it. It's like, oof. So, plus not every game has the chance to do that. Can't put their own spin on it, so it's great that Destiny could. 100%, yeah. I mean, it's not like they didn't already have cosmetics that have... They have fucking Fortnite cosmetics, I think. But they still managed to make the Fortnite cosmetics look like the armor and shit they were already making. So... And a lot of people didn't even realize it was Fortnite cosmetics because they didn't know. You know what I mean? I've played since the alpha of D1, and I think honestly D2's story wraps up well enough to make it our own story and idea of what comes next. It's a great place to leave a game. I'm not too sure about that one. I don't know how much you've kept up to date with Destiny 2 story since you stopped after Final Shape. But if so, how do I explain? We're basically at the start of of like all worlds being like fucking obliterated. That's what we're supposed to be at. And their explanation for D2 being fine right now is that the Traveler is coming and we don't know why it's there. It just feels comforting that it's there with us right now. That's literally the explanation that Ikora gives for why the Traveler, like for what's happening right now. Is it's like, okay, things have calmed down a little bit. We're gonna try to rest. We don't know what's happening, but I feel comforted that the Traveler's here with me. That kind of deal, right? That does not feel like it's a good time to like have a complete end to a story. It leaves things open for continuing, and it leaves things open for like stagnation of like, because we don't know what's happening next, you could theoretically wait for an endless amount of time, but it's not a closed chapter. It's not an end. It's just a place to leave it. It's not a wrap up. There's too many loose ends for it to be a wrap up. At least from my personal assessment. Not to mention the number of unanswered things with Bale and with 6 and with the other outer 9. Like, they did not wrap up the loose ends. At least so far. Maybe they did in the secret quest stuff I'm doing. But what I feel like instead is that they're just leaving us, you know, things to look for and things that are cool. And more information. So yeah. Zivu stuff, Bale stuff, yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of things that have not been resolved yet, at all. So... there is that. Who knows? Maybe Bungie will develop a D3, but I'd like to see this as a prequel. A prequel could be cool. I don't think they should call it a Destiny 3 if it's a prequel, though. If they want to do something where we play a different Guardian, I think it'd be cool if we played the first Risen, maybe. Because do we know anything about the first Risen in Destiny? Yeah, so we have no idea who the first Risen could be because all of the ghosts at the beginning were all released at the same time. So a bunch of them were found and just were risen over periods of time. One more time. It would be interesting to me if they did a prequel and they didn't want to focus on our Guardian. If they did it with us playing as the first Risen, because there's no way to know who that is in the Destiny lore that exists currently. And that would make for a really good title card too. Like Destiny First Risen. It would really open it up as like, oh, here's a prequel. Of which the Risen is what they were originally called by a lot of people prior to being called Guardians or being called Lightbearers. Because they were just people who were risen from the dead. Inexplicably. With no memories of who they were. And it would open it up for them to play with more gritty themes, because you would have no idea how to use your abilities. Yes, however, people can make the excuse that Destiny Rising is a alternate universe. Destiny Rising is not canon. That was made very clear. That would be solid as fuck. I'd love to see it wrapped around the first Fall of Man as well. Exactly. Well, because it would be in the wake of the collapse, to an extent. You would basically, it would be the most post-apocalyptic a Destiny game would be, because it would be, if I understand correctly, it would be almost immediately after the Traveler was shot by Rasputin and grounded, nearly grounded. So everything would be fucked. If they really wanted us to see the collapse, though, they could always do like an opening mission as well. Make more of a survival style RPG. Well, survival is kind of tough because Guardians will literally just like, let's say a Guardian drowns in water, their ghost will just res them until they can get to safety. They will keep drowning and dying over and over again. So like the way you do a survival game, it wouldn't really be able to be like a proper survival game. It would probably be more psychological based if they did that. And also, what did you mean by pull a Skyrim, Crimson? Pull a Skyrim and let you continue the Destiny story, but with different factions like Cabal, Fallen, Hive. Do we also have a proper lore reason as to why we can't swim? Probably just don't need to, right? Also, most of the water seems deadly, from what I can tell. What if it's from the perspective of non-light bearers instead of being the light guy? That could be cool, but I think it wouldn't be as fun for people. Like, as cool as that idea would be, I don't think it would be as interesting. And I think that would not pull in many people. Not comparatively, at least. I think it would... It might be fine for a mission. Like, if the opening mission of the game... You know how we have the thing where... Because everyone wants to be the hero? Well, yes, and that's what the brand is built around. You know what I mean? Not even necessarily the hero, by the way. It's a type of power fantasy. We also have a lot of games where you play like a normal-ass person. But I think it would be cool if for the opening mission of the game... Before the first Risen is risen, maybe you got to see the collapse from the perspective of like a normal ass person as like a full narrative aspect. And then they don't, because obviously you customize how you look. So I think they should 100%, if they do that, they should not give the person you're the perspective of any appearance at all. They should just be an individual whose eyes you see through, who has a nondescript appearance. And then they should let you pick how you look when you create like your first Risen or your like Guardian. In this case, your Risen. And the reasoning for that in my head is I want it to have plausible deniability that you could be playing the same person in both missions, but it's not confirmed in any way. In Skyrim, you can play a different type of species. Oh, that's what you mean. Okay. Yeah, you don't really play different factions in Skyrim. Like, not from character creation. You can choose to join them, but... Yeah, so you mean playing different races. Okay. Yeah, they could do that. That would make it a lot more MMO-like. If they did like a future one, or if they do a Destiny 3, I do think it would be cool if they allowed you to play as a Hive Guardian. Fun to theorize with your friend. I'm heading back to work now. Have a great day. You as well. I had a good time talking with you too. But yeah, I think for a Destiny 3, I think something that could definitely be like a selling point would be Fallen and Hive Guardians. Cabal, it's harder to tell because they're so big. They really are. And they don't have much of a smaller variation other than Scions. So it's like, how do you play with that for players in a way that doesn't give outright advantages to one or the other? Because you'd have a way bigger hitbox, but you'd also be taller so you could see over shit. And you'd have a harder time getting through certain doors, like all kinds of stuff, really. So a Cabal would be the hardest because there are many smaller hive species and there's many smaller fallen species, or not species. Would it be species? I think the species is Elixni, and then the races within might be like the different ways that they are. Same with hive. For example, in Elder Scrolls Online, you can place all races. They have different types of unique abilities inside. Yeah, well, that's an MMO, right? So they'd want to lean into the MMO aspect more if they did that for a Destiny 3. And if they wanted to make it so it wasn't, like, they had an idea for something called Destiny Infinite and Destiny Infinity. If they did want to make it an ongoing, like, kind of like World of Warcraft style, like, hey, we're going to go hard on making this a forever game that just continuously gets updates, then they would want to do Destiny Infinity. They wouldn't want to call it Destiny 3. At least in my opinion. That wouldn't be a good idea. We ain't getting Destiny 3? Cool. Thanks for your opinion. That's not what we're talking about right now. We were talking about potential Destiny IP information. The idea of a potential, like, prequel game, how that could be done, how that would be interesting, whether people would be interested in it if they decided to do something else and not do Destiny 3. I also talked about how, you know, things that people would probably want to see in a Destiny 3 that could pull people in from both a marketing and interest perspective. Obviously, I'm not some kind of, like, I don't work in game development and marketing, so I don't think that my opinion is any kind of rule or anything like that, or has any kind of significant weight to it. Just talking about opinions, because that's what people do. Also, I'm going to check to see if my game is updated or not. It's not. Okay. I'm going to open it up real quick and just see. Would Destiny Infinity continue our Guardian story or someone new? It would probably be similar to Destiny 2, where you would open up and be able to do that. If this is how they are sending off 2, there's no chance on future Destiny IPs. Probably depends. There have been games that have been sent off like this where there has been future IPs for the series. But there's also been games that have been sent off like this and not had it. So it's hard to tell. They tried with the mobile game already. The mobile game wasn't made by Bungie. And also, the mobile game did good until they stopped releasing story content for it. In fact, it did very good until they stopped releasing story content for it. They didn't release any story for like 4 months on a new game. I don't know in what world that would be any kind of like good idea. I don't know who greenlit that. Who was like, hey, you know this new game we just released? Let's release nothing story-wise for it, or new content-wise. We'll give them an actually pretty decent Crota's End, by the way. They did do a pretty decent like rehash of Crota's End. I thought that was cool. A lot of longtime Destiny players also thought it was cool. So, but yeah, that wasn't made by Bungie at all. Bungie literally had nothing to do with it. So. It's also the unfortunate thing where I think if Rising had been released on console, it would have had a lot more players. But it was only available for mobile and for PC using an emulator. Destiny IP, like you're talking though, if no one else can do anything with Destiny, I don't see more. Did you hear the rest of what I said though? Destiny Rising was very popular, especially for a mobile game, mobile Destiny game, until they completely stopped releasing content for it. It was making money as well. So the issue is not that the IP doesn't work. The issue with Rising and Destiny 2 is exactly the same. If you don't release things for a game, the game peters out. Just how it works. For a live service game, most certainly. Here, okay. Oh, let me make sure this is actually in a place where... Alright, sorry. That should be better for people who are on the shorts sides of things. With Destiny, yeah, so... And yeah, with Destiny Infinity, I would imagine it continuing our Guardian's story or being able to be new characters. The same way that Destiny 2 was. Where it gave you the option of like, hey, do you want to import your previous Guardians or not? That kind of deal. Exactly. No company knows how to make Destiny work, though. Not even creators, or else we'd have more. No, the reason why we don't have more is because the leadership at Bungie, for several years, this is genuinely proven because a lot of the people that have been removed over time for this all share the same mentality for some reason. That if you drip feed your players, you can spend less money to make less content to try to drag them along for as long as possible. And funnily enough, one of the people who was doing that went and tried to make Concord, and look at what happened to Concord. So, the devs release plenty of good shit all the time. Like, look at the June 9th update on its own. That's a fucking insane amount of content to release for not even a DLC. And they didn't even know until recently that this was the final update. This is just the content that they were releasing, and then they heard it's the final update, and they try to put everything out. So I wouldn't say no company knows how to make Destiny work. It's just that Destiny has not worked so far. There are periods in which Destiny does extremely well. There are periods in which it doesn't. When you have a leadership and management that oversells you constantly, and yet also tries to continuously make you underproduce, that leads to problems. Destiny's a really expensive game to run. I think trying to limit the amount of content they put out was a horrible idea. Every time they've not limited the content that the devs have been allowed to put out, the game has fucking had an amazing time. So, I don't know what philosophy they have that does that. But yeah. Wild stuff. I'm also seeing people who are, I don't know if you'd call it coping, but they're very funny. So on the timeline they released, it goes to Monument of Triumph and there's no more like to be continued, but there's a little tiny sun on the very end of the timeline after Monument of Triumph, and it could just be like for style, right? But you see people who are blowing that image up and they're just like, oh yeah, so guess what, guys, I guess this means here, let me grab the image. I'm gonna put this up here. Did you get the old light emblem? Unfortunately not. I was still playing Destiny 1. When D2 Vanilla dropped, I was still playing Destiny 1 until Forsaken. So I'm not an old light. Because I started around Taken King, so I had a bunch of stuff to do in the game. And then I also heard, I wasn't in a position, I'll be real with you, I was pretty young, so I wasn't in a position where it was like, oh yeah, cool, we're just gonna get, you know, any old game that comes out that I like. So when I saw that there were like static roles and stuff like that in the original D2, I wasn't super interested. And then when Forsaken came out, I was like, well, the fuck did you do to my boy Cade? And so I got on and I stopped playing D1. Up until then, I was still having plenty of fun with that one. Here, let me see. I'm just gonna call this Cope. Because this is a funny ass image. Let me get this, there it is. There it is. Look at this. Look at these motherfuckers. They see that little tiny star all the way on the end of the timeline, and they're like, all right, guys, every ending is a new beginning. That clearly means they're planning a Destiny 3. Like, okay, bro. All right, guy. All right, guy. All right. I'm not so sure about that one. That's great. Look, there are a bunch of conspiracy theorists, and I love it. But yeah. All right. I have to make sure this is working right. Now we try again. They technically brought the game down a little early, which makes me wonder if it's gonna go up a little early. But we'll see. In the background, I basically just keep trying to open Destiny 2 just to see if anything's up. Excuse me, what? Did they give conditional finality a catalyst? That's fucked. They gave this thing fucking heal clip? Yeah, alright, fuck me, I guess. Can't wait for that one. Heal clip shotgun and PvP? Nice. Ooh, am I getting in? Yes, no, maybe so? I think so. Let's go. All right. Gamers, we keep going. We keep going. Exotic time. I want to get this new exotic that dropped. Go. I keep trying to honk and messing myself up a little bit. Okay, so it should be somewhere down here, right? They sit under the bridge. Wait. Okay. Oh, wait. No. Oh, it's over here. Oh. Huh. Okay. Not bad, not bad, not bad. What have you got on you? Nope, I'm good. Good at that too. Alright. Let's see what's up here. I'll take this wood one. Now, here's my current... Well, actually, I don't really have to worry much at all. Yeah, we'll be fine. Okay, gamers.
Good to see you back in the field, Guardian. Thanks to your work with the Syndicates, we prevented the worst of the Dredgen's plans. It was a joy seeing Bale laid low, but I'm afraid he's not done yet. Dredgen's cells are still festering across the system. That brings me to the objective at hand. An antique weapon of sorrow, held by the Hive nearby. According to the Praxic archives, it belonged to an infamous Dredgen of old. An heirloom of sorts. They've got the Syndicates out searching for ancient weapons, or the means to build new ones. Beat the Syndicates to that weapon of sorrow, and keep it out of Dredgen hands. With your tenacity and my insight, we'll cleanse this system in Praxic fire.
Alright.
Honor Mahal. My favorite Praxic bootlicker. Here to steal Cole's legacy for yourself?
We're not here for legacy. We're here to protect the system from madmen like you.
You
I feel like
subjugate
I'm...
the city with your light.
Am I not in the
Blame
right
those
spot?
you cast in the shadow. I'm the latest in a long line of liberators. With the strength of my benefactor, we'll emancipate humanity.
They've already cut through the perimeter defenses. Disable that drill!
Ah, I'm going to disable it. Oh, maybe it's up in here. How do I open you up? It's very possible. Look at this. Does require a weapon of sorrow? That vibe? Yep, no, right.
Scans show a single ghost in the center of the facility, where all the soulfire coalesces. But I don't see a light bearer with it. The ghost is just idling there. I'll send it an encrypted ping and see if I get anything back.
I found a worm. That's cool. Little worm guy. Pretty cool, pretty started up, so either I have to start this up, and that's the intended way for me to get over there, or... I mean, there's no timer, so... kind of just hanging out for a bit. There we go. My favorite protocols. I need to destroy pieces. Okay. How to destroy fuses, I wonder. Oh, they're in here. Okay, this thing fires way differently in that mode, so I have to be careful when I gunpowder gamble with it. Cooling pillars destroyed. Are the pillars... gotcha. Now on to the next area. There we go. It's not opening up at all. Not. Is there anything going on here? No. Okay, so that sent me up here. Maybe it's this. These ones. If I have any rockets, that'd be good. None that I can use immediately. Probably sit still for a second like last time. Okay. Nice. I'd be an idiot, but is there a reason why I cannot like do anything with this? Ah, there we go. Yeah, the Colossus. Got my ass. Go. Control room unlocked.
It's Dredge and Cole's old weapon thereafter. He was a friend of the Drifter, back when they were both shadows of yore. Cole fell in the Ascendant Plane. The Hive must have claimed it after his final death. The darkness in this place is overwhelming. Whatever happens in there, whatever Bale says, don't forget about Tharsis.
Acting as if we're gonna forget about Tharsis. Like, yeah, sure. Let's just forget about Guardian Genocide. Motherfucker wants to kill every single one of them. Cool. Giant Fortress. Just do this. Fuck, that hurts.
Do you know why the Praxics fight to keep darkness out of mortal hands? That's because once ordinary people master the darkness, they'll be able to defend themselves, to rule themselves.
You are the spoiled brat of a foundry exec. What do you know about the people?
They deserve to defend themselves against all threats, including the Vanguard.
Now I'm good. Okay, well. I'm curious where all I can go here. It's all the way down there, but I also see a bunch of caves up here. So is there a way up? Well, that was close. I kind of want to hit this just to see if I can. Yeah. Nice. Okay. I see a glowing light, which is usually a good sign. Lantern? Yeah? Yeah! Alright.
False weapon. You are a god.
What are you talking about?
Muzzled by the Vanguard and leashed by the Praxics. Oh, it's pathetic. Six gave me the power to reforge the system, to see the shape of things to come. A future free from the tyranny of light.
I'm gonna go too. Oh, let's go up. He's done with his voice line, so. Go.
The future unfolds in my mind. It's the crown my patron gifted me. You, though, you have no idea what is to come. I envy your ignorance, your freedom. You fall without knowing how close the ground is. I know every inch of the way down.
Okay, so there's 2 different holes here. So far I've kept going up, so I'm going to assume I keep going up. I love being a hunter. I have even more aerial mobility. I love to see it. Platform down there. There's another platform down there. Oh, are these not actual platforms? Let's see. They are. I don't see anything. Yeah, I do. I feel like I see something down there, but I might be wrong. No. There's something around the other side? Oh, okay, never mind. Hello, Trash Bear, welcome in.
You understand by now the only truth. Power decides. Brutality creates the world you want. So, you want to stop me? Last one standing makes the call, false weapon.
Oh. Can I see it again if I do this? No. Is there a fucking hole in the ground? Oh. Alright. I don't think I like the Porsche event, lol. Fair enough. I guess I have to go down here. The light. Is there fall damage? Yes, but it can't kill you.
False weapon, what you seek is mine by right. Created through the pain and sacrifice of the Dredgens before me.
Yeah, fuck off.
Just like the soul fire that powers this facility. That's what your Vanguard says, isn't it? Devotion, bravery, etc.
Soul fire doesn't create. It only corrupts. Just like the Dredgen.
I just want to say, this fucking looks sick. Like, I am sorry, but this looks super fucking. This reminds me a little of Red Faction Time Splitters. This is the Hive. Destiny. Definitely the coolest faction, at least if you ask me. Okay. What am I doing here? You look like... Oh. If I do a finisher on you, what do I do? I gain Soulfire Charge. Do I use this to power this Brazier? That I do. Alright. Knew it. Cool. So one of these is lit up now. Do I have to keep going into another direction, or are they gonna respawn? Are the enemies telling me where I need to go? They are, yeah. A sword would probably make this easier, but it's fine.
The soul fire is gaining intensity. I can feel it. Screaming. Call's weapon must be nearby. I know this has been ugly, but we're almost through.
There's an ogre up there. Is there not another door here? Or do I have to kill him first? Right up the door. Oh, it's this side. Go over here. Uh-oh. I will say, slightly buggy ability, in the sense that it doesn't seem to always register when something's in front of you. Oh, it's available. Or maybe there's a cooldown, like once it comes online. I get why they didn't give this to Prismatic, because you could combine this with like Shatter Dive and shit. That would be actually horrific. PvP. That would be nearly impossible for them to properly handle. Welcome in, Lucius. Hunters having the crazy-ass jump they do in PvP, and then also being able to do that.
Secure the weapon of sorrow.
Oh, you're just... Alright. Well. One. This is a darkness restricted zone, so okay, I see you. You're immune? Okay. What do I do with this? How do I unimmune you? I see pyres. Oh, are they just immune until they get in here? That's what it is. Alright. Cool. That's exotic. Hi, I'm single now. Literally broke up 5 minutes ago. How's your day been? That is rough. My condolences. I've been trying to figure out an exotic mission in Destiny 2. I do not believe that our problems are in any way comparable, but... Oh, jeez, I just accidentally totally skipped that, but it's fine. It always fine. I actually didn't know whether it would respawn or not, but I really hoped it would. Yes, welcome in, Hocus. I hope your day gets better from here onward. Ooh. Alrighty. This is the middle one. Targ disdains your effort. Okay. What an odd pillow. I'm just waiting for more of the things to appear. Targ the corrupted is depleted. He seeks a source of soul fire. Not sure what I do here. Do I have to just do that again? Alright. I don't know if that happened because I'm doing things wrong, or if I'm just supposed to do it twice. Because I'm seeing no difference in this mission. Or is there a specific order I'm supposed to do this in? Just hide while he does that. I think I get it. Okay. I realized after I put that in, but... Cool. I got it. Sup, I can't sleep? That's a rip. Yeah, so my own fault. I was under the impression that it didn't matter which of these fountains you put it in. When in reality, it most certainly does matter, and you have to, I think you put it in the one closest to it. I was thinking about what I might have been doing wrong, but I think that's what it is. If it's not that, then I have no idea. That's the only thing I can think of, because he hasn't moved this entire time that I've been doing this. Yeah, okay.
They're overloading. They can't handle all that power. Reminds you of anyone?
Okay. Yes, welcome in, cutscene. I wonder if this is like a Lucky Pants type deal. Where like, it's not going to be very good without Lucky Pants, and the second I use it with it, it's good. Okay, I'll do that again, I guess. He seeks a source of soul fire. Well, each their own, I guess. Go. Okay, which one is he taking from? One in the middle.
Our futures are set. False weapon. You and I are destined to endlessly sharpen one another.
I don't know about endless.
Kill, refine, and kill again. Until my benefactor escapes. Nothing but perfection is left.
What an odd individual. Oh, you have your thing going already. Cool. Uh-oh. 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 Alright, there we go. Yes. Huh. I want to see how this looks. This looks pretty sick, not gonna lie. What's a kinetic?
Call's weapon. I wonder how many final deaths it's dealt. Normally I'd seal it away in a Praxic vault, but that's the kind of thinking that empowered Bale in the first place.
Alright. And I believe I know...
The more certain I am that light alone won't save us. We need every tool we can get our hands on. That includes you and Call's weapon. Keep investigating the area. That weapon was recently modified. Production could be ongoing. I have a sinking feeling that Bale's plans go deeper than we've seen.
There's something on a pedestal over there. I knew that if you go back and go up here, there's a thing, but I didn't know exactly what. I think it's that. Yeah, okay. Okay. And then there should be... Tome's Profane Wisdom reveals Hive Machinations. Hmm. It's like the Monte Carlo one. Sick. Oh, there's the thing. Okay. Door. And there's a new one. That's pretty cool. Them not explaining any of this is so good.
Guardian, you secured Dredge and Cull's Weapon of Sorrow, but we're still detecting hive activity around the stronghold. Press deeper into the fortress and figure out what Bale is after. The Drifter and I will run support.
I know old men have said
I'm
this
gonna
since the
try to find a
dawn of
hand
time,
cannon
but damn kids
in
these
this,
days got no respect. Back when I was a dredging, we weren't against the light, just the folks who outlawed the darkness. But that punk kid Bale's got the outer nine in him now.
And we have the Nine's weapon on point. Good hunting, Guardian.
Funny. Okay, I do have an option here. I could go at. May or may not work. No, I don't think that's that I want it to. Because I want to run a primary hand cannon with this, with obviously with Lucky Pants, and then with this whole setup, but I don't think I've got one that's gonna work right. Oh, we do have a new spread shot. That's cool. I didn't even realize that was a spread shot hand cannon. I won't lie to you. I'll just rock Drang normally, and then I'll worry about Lucky Pants. Okay. Okay. Look around. It's the same spot. Hey, Ashik, welcome in. Oh. We actually keep going. Oh wait, no, this is where I spawned in here. Oh, there's a hole. Okay, never mind.
They're using soul fire to power industrial machinery. It's
How are you doing?
death
I'm doing pretty
has an
good.
energy
Yourself?
Source. Thanatonauts have confirmed it can fuel hive bioenergetics. Looks like it can power weapons of sorrow as well.
That does hurt. I can go down here.
If Bale can utilize soul fire, he can forge Guardian killers. He didn't need Cole's weapon. He needs the blueprint. With that, he can make an arsenal.
The false weapon arrives, shooting mindlessly wherever they're pointed. And the betrayer, the walking dead man himself. I'm standing over your corpse as we speak.
Ooh, you wish, kid. The 9 got you all turned around. You ain't built for 2.
That's kind of funny to tell him. My name is spelled Ashik, but it's spelled Oishik. Okay. Oishik. I'll keep that in mind. I forgot I could use finisher. Oh. Oh, and pick up worm. Ooh. Tough guy, grind, and potion. Okay. I assume I don't have only one of these. Another one. And boom. Cool.
The soul fire.
By the way, are you an
is
official
siphoning
NTE creator? I'm
underground,
not.
piping into a colossal reserve beneath us. There are veins throughout the moon. Storage chambers, transmission works. This isn't just a storage system. They've built a forge.
I'm not an official NT creator. Oh, there's probably another like little rivet somewhere though. slide into with my small guardian body. Where am I? Is it up instead? It is.
Take it all in, false weapon. Your inevitable end. Six and I, we want you to see this.
He's clearly looking for another way to strike us. Soulfire must be his next play. I almost respect the grit. You took more than his hand from him.
So I see a soulfire thing here that I can use to generate the worms. I need to find the crystals, right? One. Let's do something I can reach within 20 seconds. So there's no way they're going to be super far. They might be hidden spots though. Damn, okay, that's really rough. Is there a way for me to see where they might be without holding the worm? Let me see if I can see the one that I threw it at. I don't know if I can. I don't think you can see the ones that you can't. Yeah. It looks to me like in order to see them. Oh wait, never mind. I'm blind. I looked at the wrong spot. Is it okay if I ask you some questions about NT and Enfield? Go ahead. I don't mind. I might be a bit slow to respond because I'm just trying to figure this mission out. And I don't know everything about it. I want to make a guide for it, so I'm running it myself, obviously. Can't figure out what to do if I can't run it. PC specs? Like 4070-ish? That's mine. I have a 4070 Ti, RTX, so I have an NVIDIA. Is that it done? No, there's one more. I need to find the one more, but I have confirmation that I can see it without doing the funny, so that's good. These are platforms that you can stand on. Does this mean that I can get on one down here? And look down here? Yes, it does. Cool. Okay, and that gives me a little bit of rise, which is good. Okay, there might be one more. Because I see where I'm supposed to go. Oh, I see. Wait. Do I? Oh, I'm gonna go look. I only have one worm left, I think. Really rather not waste it. No. Okay, so it's not in that. I've already gone in there. What if it's around here? No. Okay. I do have 3 worms left, which makes me very suspicious of the number of things I have to hit. So I remember correctly, the last one had 2 things to hit and 3 worms. Let's see. Have I hit them all? Oh, you know what? Alright, I got it. Do you think... Let's see. Do you think I will be able to get enough fawns for the Porsche? I'm on the 13th pull, so only 14th and 15th pulls are left. I have the monthly rich crystals permit. I've already cleared this week stamina. Well, look at the amount of time left on the event. Probably shouldn't look do that, but fine. Got another one. But yeah, look at the amount of time left on the event, and take into account that every 14 days, Pink Paws resets, and every week, your city stamina resets, and then use that to figure out the amount that you have left to spend, and the amount that you'll make. Around 28 days left. So that's 2 Pink Paws resets. To give you an idea. So that's 2 million fawns from that. And then that's 4 weekly resets. Which means another 2.8 million fawns. I have the skin of the car left. Fair. Oh, wait. I'm back in here, right? Oh. Yeah, you just go right where you started. Okay. Here. Plus 100k each day from logging in the cafe. Yeah, something like that. Oh, Lamau. My ass did not pay attention to where the thing might be for this. I found a crystal. I'm definitely about to have to kill another knight. I'm gonna find the thing first. Whoever's here. Look, it's too irresistible shooting things, alright? And then pressing the finisher button when the shiny pops up is instinct, alright? Found it, I think. Can I get there in time? Probably not, but I'll still... Never mind, that's where I spawned. Also, any tips for cartridges? I have Lacrimosa and legit can't get a double crit piece with the crit main stat. They should add a modifier. It's just RNG, to be honest. Like, that's just how gear is in gacha games. Like, if you have Hathor, use the hamster ball anomaly furniture. Okay, can I? No. Calling me stupid. Where the fuck do I go? You know what? It happens. I tune in now. How much did it cost to get the last two, though? A lot. Each one costs more. Each and every level of that thing costs more. So you are most certainly gambling, regardless of how you slice it. You see, it is what it is. Also, did they change Natalie's power due to the story? I swear she hits an negligible and beyond the rails, whereas Lacrimosa hits hard. Probably depends on how you have her build. They're both very good. Are there any new D2 weapons you tried and really liked? This is pretty cool. Also, there's a new, what do you call it? So this is a new kinetic linear fusion that's added by a secret quest. I'm making a video for it right now. Like, literally, while you are watching me make the video guide for it. Or at least I'm recording the image, the footage. I'll voice over it differently. But this is that. And then there's also a the like, what do you call it? The level 1 battle pass exotic or season pass or whatever thing. That exotic is pretty cool. You also get it, I think, level 20 if you don't have the pass. It's possible that there's only 2. Thank you. Tried playing 3 times yesterday and got kicked each time. Yeah, the servers kept having problems. There. Okay, this is like a whole wall. Alright, nothing in there. Game you're playing right now, Destiny 2. This is Destiny 2. Okay. I don't want to waste stuff, so I'm gonna look around a bit before I do anything else. Because that looks like it fucked me up. It like it helped. So be a little bit careful whether I can keep doing things in the way that I'm doing them. Ah, okay. That's just periodic. Cool. Okay. Yep.
Beneath you flows a river of soul fire. Consider how many lives were spent to make it. Sword logic. Ironically, blunt, but it carves out a fundamental truth. Everything worth anything requires sacrifice.
An interesting thought process. While this is true, I think there's a difference between sacrifice and culling things, personally. I imagine Bale would disagree. Any tips on how to connect with relay towers effectively? Like, do you really got to go all the way from the core AC to the subpack? Or is there a better way for power supply? You have to go all the way from a core AC or subpack. You kind of want to do that anyway because you want to set up a power grid across the map. Like, something that helps a lot is try to set up zipline routes. And then just naturally, like, fill out the stuff. Or just set it up and spread out your relays really far. As far as you can. That way, you have a lot of things you can do. On that front. Okay. Might be just me, but this is looking like... Yeah. So this is where I came from. Can't they use batteries? Some things can, but like, do you really want some of that shit running? Zip lines can't use batteries, for example. I might have to go. Yeah, okay. This just looks like it's a middling thing. Delve deeper. Okay.
These are Totality foot soldiers. They're harvesting barons. Their armor's been drained of organogel and by the light. They've had their bones torn out from the extremities. Hive weapon patterns often use osteoid frames, but they're usually grown, not harvested. Dredgen activity is spiking across the system. The Nightfall attack was a propaganda coup. Ikora wants you to be the tip of the spear, as ranking field guardian and 9 weapon.
Oh, I see. Thank you. Gotta go for now. See you later. See you later, gamer. Okay, I have an idea. Because I realized something. Unfortunately, I can't just speed things up. I don't think it's possible to get 7.5 million in only 2 weeks, though. I only have... It's not 2 weeks away, is it? It's like 3 or 4 weeks before that event ends. For the Porsche. Oh, they added an extra effect to Frosties. Oh, cool. Never mind. This is actually very nice. I thought they changed it. Also, my ass just fucked that whole shit up because I changed one fragment and I didn't actually change the fragment. I just moved the fragment that already exists. Love to see it. Does this thing have built-in snapshot? That's kind of funny. I guess it's fine because it's like a shotgun. Let's read through its perk. Final blows or rapid hits with this weapon's frontal blades heal you and provide soulfire charges, which cause rounds fired by this weapon to inflict potent corruption. Okay, so it's kind of like a glaive, in that you're gonna actually want to use the physical melee attack in order to build your stuff up, and then you fire. These frontal blades deal increased damage to targets that are afflicted by corruption. Okay. And then Soulforge... Targets afflicted by corruption coalesce into soulfire crystals when defeated, which detonate. Cool. Lots of explosions this patch. Lots of explosions. Okay. Something to try to do. I realized something about oops. Okay. Yo, Dartnades. Welcome in. Okay, insta-death. Love that. My favorite. Okay, cool. My body has fallen. Okay. Well, fair enough. Nice, you got it. What are you calling back up for? So, I realized there was something I forgot. Because I have a bunch of random shit I found out about the catalyst. And getting the catalyst. Tallied up on the side that I've been looking at to read. That I kept a note of for when I ran through the mission. But, I realized that I forgot something that I believe is supposed to be a relatively important step. Which is, when I go down here, I need to jump down. And go down to this thing. And activate this. And then that opens up a door deeper than the fortress. And that is what I need to do. Oh, the switch. Nice. You're able to get back up? Yeah. Yeah, I have a grapple. So, being a hunter does that for me. It is a lovely time. Double grapples. Every class can grapple, but it would take you a lot longer if you didn't have 2 grapples. I imagine. I like how that didn't kill me, but when I barely touched it earlier, it did. Now it says it wants profane wisdom, which makes me immediately think of that book from before. So is there another book up here somewhere? Or is you past it? Cool. Oh, is it this one? Or did I completely pass it? Ah, I see. I see where it is. Okay, so this. The old cold shadow. Okay. Then I just need to go up. Normally, no. Where do I need to go?
We know the Dredgens have all the soul fire they need for an arsenal of sorrow.
Goddamn.
Let's pinpoint where they're
Almost.
channeling it and burn it all down.
Look, all I'm gonna say, I felt close. Yeah, I'm probably supposed to go on the outer edge. Because I remember this having... So this has something to do with it. Right? I can get up here. Is there a... There it is. Okay, I can't grab onto it that easily. Or do I not even have to do that? Is there a door in here? There's a fucking door. Oh, you know what? You're a fucking idiot. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just a little stupid. Okay. It's okay to be a little stupid sometimes, right, guys? Oh. I mean, maybe not evolutionarily, but you know, we've surpassed evolution. We don't need natural selection anymore. We can just exist. Kind of. Maybe. Sorta. Okay. Where to go from here? I mean, like, assuming I want to go in this direction. Oh, there's two of them. Okay, I'm just gonna fling myself over here. If it's the right way, then cool. If not, I go back. Oh, there's a little guy.
Now reply to that ping on the wayward ghost. But interestingly, its energy signature cycles every few minutes. I think it's trying to revive someone. There might be a light bearer trapped inside, but no amount of light is able to get them out.
Can you figure out where I'm supposed to be going? Where I'm coming from. Okay, I came from. Ooh, okay. I love hunters. So now I can do it again. Let's scope this out because there's 3 crystals there. There's a way up there. And a bunch of shit up there. And there's another wheel all the way up there. So now alright, there we go. So we found you. So what do we do with you? We grab worm. Okay, so I have to do the 3. Oh, okay. One of them is not blocked, so I just do one at a time. Is there gonna be another one not blocked? It's not. Oh. I assume he's probably gonna hit with another shield. Ah, there's 3 bosses. Okay. Oh, cool. Maybe it's time-based instead of health-based, because I thought it was health-gated. Yeah, it's time-based. Alright. That's fine. Only at half health. Half health works in this game. Of that. That was fun. Alright. That was my bed. And I have to start from the beginning? Alright, cool. Yep. I should probably swim back to that. My ass is stupid, it's fine. Give me a second. Marksman's for sure. If I'm doing this build, I definitely want to use a marksman's. Can you get the fuck over here and look at me? No, two-phase that. Oh. Oh, cool. Alright. I didn't realize I was in range of that. It's fine. Should I play safer? Yes. Will I? No. 1 second. I'm back. Pumpkin was being a weirdo again. Weirdness result. Yeah. resets that all. Interesting. Oh. Interesting. Son of a bitch. I need to fucking remember that that is going to instantly kill me if I get hit by it. Because it's not like this is an especially hard encounter. Your boy is rusty as fuck. Cloud the Wizard does in the Ogre's AoE circle made this hard for me solo. Yeah. They just need to be avoided. The Ogre's AoE though, I think they could have made it. They could have made the visual bigger. Because it felt like a couple of times I didn't feel like I was standing in it, but I clearly was. So, that would have been nice if it were a little bit bigger. Son of a bitch. Crawl got my ass. Because I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, so I definitely know I need to target the wizard first of the knight and wizard combo. And then I need to target the ogre. Well, the ogre is like its own thing. It's definitely another aspect where it's like, I'm just generally not very patient in shooters when it comes to bosses. Like, I don't know if it's that Doom mentality or whatever, but it's basically like, alright, let's just go in. Yeah, like that I feel like damages you more than the range. Bitch. Wait for one of them to walk in. The suction on that too. Taking it slightly slower is not gonna kill me. I just need to remember to take it slower. Because I will just habitually get very aggressive. Oh yeah, I forget. I'm running kinetic, whatever the fuck. I'm running like kinetic tremors and all kinds of shit. Uh oh. I have a sticky bomb attached to you. Know what you running at me with that? Holy fuck, that thing hits so hard. Just a couple of them. Nearly got my ass. Alright. Nope. We're going out the other end. And it can summon that cloud anywhere. Alright. Where is the wizard? Did it just disappear? Yep, that's my favorite. I love when the boss hides from you. Alright, let me use that tactic. You leave me alone. There you go, got one. Okay, it doesn't use powered melees, only unpowered melee, or a finisher. Now it's the knight, which the knight so far has had a pretty easy, okay, well. Oh, absolutely the fuck not. I will absolutely get rid of all of those before I even go out there. No shot. Are you about to trick my ass into going out here? Oh, you just gonna close? With only one, it's a lot easier to handle. Trying to be very careful, because obviously I don't want to get fucked. Alright, got tap. Might use Parasite during this, just see how it goes. That actually is a pretty good idea. I'm just a stubborn asshole, and I'm using Last Word.
My ghost, Bahaghari, traced the soulfire flare-out to a secondary facility. It looks like a reservoir of some kind, but the data flow is enormous. I bet my blade that's not just a storage facility. This code looks like command language. That's our next target.
Well, it's definitely...
Bale, you say the Hive had it all figured out. Big things eat the littler ones until there's only one thing left. But you know that ain't gonna be you, right? The Nine will use you up long before then.
The path to true power is worth any sacrifice.
Speak cheer.
A real Drudgen would see that.
Alright. Oh. Wait a second. There's runes on my weapon. Huh. Okay. So I assume I shoot them in the order that they're on this. That switch looks interesting. I probably have to shoot them all and then do that. Pull the switch. That might be what it is. Okay, so you're first. Then it's sandwich. I'm gonna call one sandwich and one burger. The one that's flat is the sandwich, and the one that's round is the burger. Are they only on this side? It's like a... Okay, we're sandwich. There's sandwich. Then next is that like campfire looking type shit. It's on the other side. At least I know I can just go back and forth. I could have probably just shot it from there, but I don't like risking that. Okay, 3 dots, then... Okay, next. And then it's the C looking one, and then it's the like X looking one. Okay. Nice. I got a catalyst. Okay, so I have all but one. Huh. I wasn't even paying proper attention. I was just trying to get as much as I could. Okay. And then next is the, I guess, the last part. That's pretty sick. Wait, how do you pronounce your name? Stixer. It's Stixer. It's not derived from anything particular. I made it up. It's just Stixer. Some people call it Stixier. I like to sometimes. So I think originally it was Stixier, and then I liked it especially because when I say "What's up, guys," it's Stix here. It sounds like I'm saying "What's up, guys?" It's Stixier. And I intentionally pronounce it so that it sounds virtually the same whenever I do that, because I like it being somewhat confusing. Yeah, so I just made it up. I thought it was cool. It's my username. It doesn't come from anything. It doesn't, you know. Okay. This is an interesting situation.
You're within striking distance of the forge, where all the soul fire is being channeled. Bury this place, and the hive's foul magic with it.
You know, I don't remember you being this ruthless before.
What the fuck? Okay, I'm fine. Sixer, huh? You're the type of guy to put an X in your name? What do you mean? Oh, you mean like the people who have like the X underscore whatever? I've never done that before. I think those names are kind of cringe. I just like making up a word, and then that's your username. Personally. And more people call me this than call me by my, like, actual legal name. So, I just roll with it. I'm Styx. Most people just call me Styx, though. S-T-Y-X. I mean, what you were thinking while making this username? I just thought it was cool. I don't know. There wasn't any particular, like, grand reasoning. I was just like, oh, this is a name that other people don't have that I can just use for myself. If someone looks at this username, they will think, okay, that's your boy. That's me. Because I made it as a username before I made it as a, like, YouTube or anything like that. So I just wanted it to be something that would be personalized to me and wouldn't be easily confused. Part of me. Oh, I think I get it. Okay. No, I was being an idiot. It's fine. That's actually a really unique name. Also, how long have you been posting vids? Like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 years, I think? Something like that? Well, on this channel. I've had channels before that I will not disclose that I either privated or deleted. Because I was not comfortable with making content on them. They didn't have any like doxing information or anything like that. It was just I received comments that made me uncomfortable, so I stopped. But on this channel, it's been around for 4 years or something. Something like that.
Destroy this place, Guardian, and all the secrets it holds. With any luck, weapons of sorrow will fade into obscurity, along with the Dredgens.
You can steal from us, erase our history, disown us. But every day the Vanguard keeps their boots on the people's necks, they create a new Dredgen. You'll never stop us all.
It pains me to say it, but the kid ain't wrong. Plenty of mortals want what the Guardians have, and I don't blame them.
Of course, but killing Lightbearers won't get them any closer. It's like they want another Dark Age.
With the Outer Nine behind Bale, they just might get it.
I think I've identified the trapped Lightbearer. One Claudia Moran. Warlock. Went missing in this AO years ago. She was on the Praxic watch list as a potential Dredgen. Could be one of Bale's earliest recruits.
What the fuck? Commenting something disrespectful or vulgar or whatever made you uncomfortable on your calm videos is vile. Well, I was not always very calm, but how do I put it? The way that I'll put it is that I stopped. I see you. Hello, Brandon. Welcome in. I won't elaborate. I've talked about it a bit before, but I'll just say that when I was younger, I did not sound like a child, I guess. And that led to people making comments that they might have thought were fine, but were not. That's the best way I can put it. And the best way I can think about it. So. I nuked it. Okay, so we have two directions. Let's go to the right. This worm. And if you would instead go this direction. Here. Go up. Oh, yes. Never mind, that's fucking the wrong way. I just went back to where I came from. Call me Damas Beach, the way that I'm fucking shit up. Alright. What? Am I like... What's happening here? Okay. Where's the worm? Are you gonna luster sticks? Yes. I have a really bad time in places like this because I can't differentiate my surroundings very well. Okay, found it. Alright, let me just go out. If I go here, here, should be an immediate left. Boom. Okay. So you see this? Boom. Alright. I was watching before joining and you were going in circles. It seemed like I was, yeah. Because all the tunnels look the same, so I can't tell where the fuck I'm going. To me, they all look the same. I only remember where to go in situations like that based on memory. Of like left, right, left, right. That's why you saw me basically walk to the entrance every time. And then be like, alright, time to go in again. And I would basically just, like, it's literally trial and error. Will you stream tomorrow? Yes, I will. I will stream Destiny tomorrow. I honestly haven't played Destiny since the first, not gonna lie. That's totally fair. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Interesting. Oh, I actually see some high burns on my thing. Oh, he probably just got rid of the shielded door, right? Yeah. I'm being a little stupid, but it's fine. I was like, why is there nothing new in this room? No ruins, no nothing. Okay, well, new guy spawned here, so I assume. Yeah, there we go.
The soul fire is getting more intense as you approach the forge. I can feel the darkness surging and roiling. Avoid it for now. But perhaps there are ways we can use it against our foe.
So we want to avoid this?
This chamber regulates the distribution of soul fire within the forge, like an intake manifold. But it's too much energy to use in its raw form. There must be a central mechanism focusing all this energy. Something paracausal.
This character model that you have on YouTube, what's that inspired from? And when does it move? Does it actually follow your eyes? It follows my mouse, which follows my eyes. Since my mouse moves wherever I'm looking, it basically does, but it's done in a way that's a lot easier on the program I use. Damn. I wanted to be greedy. I wanted to be greedy. Hopefully it doesn't go back down. That'd be a little rough. But yeah, this character model is basically just inspired by like paper mache masks that break off and they look cool in my opinion. The color of the eyes is based on a D&D character that I made. And then just generally there's like inspiration from me as an individual. Like the physical body that isn't the mask is basically me. Or at the very least, I look very similar to it. Will you ever do face reveal? Probably not. I'm a highly paranoid individual, so I would have to feel enough security that, like, I'd have to have basically enough financial security that I would be comfortable never going outside again if I ever wanted to do a face reveal, basically. Soft? What's soft? Deep sticks are a mystery, I would imagine. Oh, interesting. All right. Got a lot more threatening. I find it interesting that this is not a darkness zone. Nope, not what I'm trying to do. What's going on here? Oh, wait, no, it is what I'm trying to do. Son of a bitch. I also think you shouldn't reveal, honestly. As far as I've seen, mystery gathers a lot of attention. I guess. For me, I am Styx. Styx is me. As far as you all are concerned, the individual who you see on the screen and the individual who speaks to you are one and the same. Point in muddying waters. This. Plus Stixers have very mysterious name. I don't know why. Not sure. Maybe because it makes you think, how the fuck do I pronounce this? Oh.
Bale, even if the Nine really are giving you the inside scoop, you're losing yourself, huh?
That's because you can't see the whole picture yet. Your own death. Your face covered in writhing growths, your body possessed. Pulled, rotting from the ground. Light burning your eyes out. Until you can't even recognize your own son. It's me.
He's cracking. He doesn't even know you from his own mother anymore.
Yeah, he's going a little nuts, huh? Six reveal is just a stick figure with this face, yes. Also in Enfield, is there a way to find chests easily like in WoW? You have the loot mapper and stuff? Yes. There are, if you go to your stock exchange, whether you get it now or you get it later, there's going to be an item that basically just it just marks a chest on your minimap. Or on your map. So you can just go to it directly. And you get so many of them that by the time you're like later on in the game, because you get new ones every week. So by the time you get later on in the game, like I am, any chests they release in an inside of an already existing zone, I can just get immediately. I love the sound it gives. Super satisfying. Yeah, to be honest, this ability and the hunter one that, or sorry, the warlock one that is like the tendrils and stuff, those look the coolest, in my opinion. The Titan one, I think that the Titan difference, the main difference for me is like being able to throw Ward of Dawn, which is really cool. It just doesn't look as flashy. I might go for this. Oh. Oh no. Wait. I got this. 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 Okay. Fine. We are fine. I just roam everywhere in Enfield. I'm honestly liking the second area Terra. I'm about to fight Artist here. Nice. Yeah, Archer's pretty cool. Wait, well, you're about to... What? I don't know if you do that. The second area Terra? Either you have content that I don't, or I think you're misunderstanding certain things, but that's okay. I was just like, what's happening here? Yes, and then just, if you do want to talk Enfield, totally fine. Just make sure you do not spoil any story content. I know that I've already played through it, but there are many others who have not. Why the fuck does that last so long? Also, I like how I was originally like, oh, I'm gonna end stream early today so I can record a guide. And then I was like, alright, I'm just gonna do the guide live, and it's taking me this long. If you don't fight him, I'm climbing the tower, but I thought maybe you do. Way to ruin it. Well, you're not going to fight him, you're going to confront him. What do you mean, way to ruin it? I'm not gonna tell you whether you get into an altercation with him or not, but I'm asking you what makes you so sure you're going to fight him. The point is confrontation. You called the second area Terra. Terra does not exist. The second area is Wuling. That's why I'm saying you have some you're having some confusion. I make it very clear if something said makes me uncomfortable. That's fine. What the fuck kind of weird shit is this? What a fucking, like, crazy looking area. That's sick. Oops, I got that wrong. I don't know where I got Terra from, but my bad. Honestly, I thought it was a fight with him. So, it's just, keep in mind it's a confrontation. Fight is very direct and objective wording. Whether you would call it a fight is going to be up to you when you get to whatever you're doing. But like